Hey, what's up? This is Gunslinger. It's a new episode. Don't have anything really underground, but I got a big fat stack of horror flicks to review, so let's get started. First of all, let's start out. I got these great 4-packs for like $5 a pop over at Walmart. I got this one that has Dead and Gone, Boys, Girl, and Night of the Living Dead. And I had Return of the Living Dead 3 and 4. Mainly, I bought it for Return of the Living Dead 3. That's my favorite one. Dead and Gone ain't bad. I have not watched Boys, Girl, and I have not watched Necropolis yet, but it's pretty cool. It's not bad. I mean, for $5, 4 horror movies for $5, that's a great deal. Same can be said with this one. This one's a little bit better. Although it's got My Friend's a Vampire, The Uncut Slaughterhouse, Silent Night, Deadlight 3, and Repossessed. I got it for Repossessed because I can't for the life of me find Repossessed anywhere. And although it's probably my least favorite Leslie Nielsen movie, it's still worth having because it's funny and it's just so cheesy and so silly. And it did make me laugh. I mean, the part where Ned Beatty throws the poodle into the wood chipper and you see just pink cotton balls flying everywhere, that was hysterical. Or when Linda Blair's in the bed screaming, lick me, and she's dressed as an ice cream cone. It's such silly humor. It's hilarious. Anyone who's actually seen The Exorcist is going to see this and go, what the hell? So it's definitely one worth having. Especially, like I said, I'm really only if you're a Leslie Nielsen fan. I love the Naked Gun movies and about anything else he does. So it's cool. Again, $5, so a great deal. Got a used copy, ironically again, $5, uncut copy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I thought this movie was pretty cool for a prequel. It's pretty cool. I liked it. I like the fact they brought back pretty much everyone as far as the Hewitt family, and they continued with that story. They didn't, they made it more believable, which is pretty cool. So it's, like I said, another $5 movie. It's worth it. And of course, got remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2-disc edition. Yeah, mine's kind of haggard. It's kind of messed up. I bought it used for like $7.99, and it's got both discs. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the tin or the evidence photos, but it came with the original. But you know what? I don't care. I love this movie. This is one of the better remakes. I'd probably say the only remakes worth even seeing is this Nightmare on Elm Street remake and the Halloween remake by Zombie. That's about it. Other than that, most of the remakes have sucked. But this was cool. This is a great flick. Plus, Jessica Biel is hot in this movie, as always. And what else did I get? Oh, and speaking of remakes, I have to notable mention another one. I got Hills Have Eyes unrated. And this actually, I can't say, just Nightmare, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw were good remakes. This was pretty cool, too. I actually thought this was a little disturbing, it kind of made me squirm a bit in a couple parts. It was unnerving. It's a good ride. It's a fun movie. I really like this movie. I remember watching this with my brother, and he and his friend. They were really disturbed by it, really bugged. They thought it was totally jacked up, which it is, but it's a cool horror flick. Then I got Hills Have Eyes 2. Unfortunately, this one is rated, but that doesn't help it much. I got this one because I saw it, and it was really silly. I didn't think it had nearly the intensity that Hills Have Eyes had. It was really goofy. That one part even actually made me laugh when this soldier's climbing a hill or a mountain or something. It's rock face, and this this mutant lops his arm off, and this guy falls. He waves at him with his severed arm, and he has this same retarded expression. And that just kind of ruined it for me. But I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't Hills Have Eyes, but I've seen worse horror movies out there. So it was pretty cool. It's just worth having, I'm definitely one who I like to get franchises. When I start a franchise, I like to make sure I get the whole deal. So, So which means I have to get a copy of Hills Have Eyes original because I've never seen that, and I have to somehow track down a copy of Hills Have Eyes 2 because I've never seen that, the originals. And of course, to round off my Texas Chainsaw, I have the gruesome edition of Texas Chainsaw 2. This really is not all that different than Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the DVD of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, other than the fact that it's got a new documentary. It's got obviously some pretty cool, packaging. It's got a new documentary. It's got Actually, it's got the deleted scenes that are only on. That a few of these were only on like certain VHS releases. Like a special. I think there's maybe one special edition VHS release of Texas Chainsaw 2. I saw it one time at a video store in Flint, and I should have grabbed it. But you know what? All these are on here. And some of these scenes, like they should have kept. To me, they should have kept them in here. But you know what? Who cares? It's a great horror sequel. I love it. Dennis Hopper is awesome. The chainsaw battle with Leatherface is epic. I love it. It's a cool flick. But unfortunately, until the remake was made, this was pretty much the last good Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. This was the last good Leatherface film. 3 was bearable. It wasn't great. It really wasn't even good, but it wasn't as bad as 4. 4 was horrid. I hated number 4. Although I'm going to buy it. For collector's purposes, I hated number 4. So really, until the remake and the prequel came out, this was the last really good Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. So, anyways, to recap. 4-packs. Definitely, it's cool for $5. I mean, get Return of the Living Dead 3, and you get Necropolis, which is cool, and you get some cheesy ones on top of that. It's cool. This one you get Repossessed, but you also get some pretty cool stuff. You get the Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, you get the Uncut Slaughter High, and of course Repossessed. And actually, I think there's another one I saw over at the Walmart, and I'm going to try and look for it when I get the chance. It's got like Leprechaun, the 2 Wishmasters, and I want to say one of the Pumpkinhead flicks on it. So these are always cool, and it's always cool to get a couple good horror movies for $5, even if they're cheap or cut rate, whatever. It's horror flicks, man. It's cool. And of course, Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, definitely worth it, especially unrated. Would be better if it's unrated, but I'm not going to complain. And of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, classic slasher flick. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Next to maybe the first Texas Chainsaw, it's one of the better ones. The remake, which was awesome. I love the remake, especially this 2-disc edition, which has got some cool stuff. It's even got an awesome video by Motograder, who are a great band, and she had never gone away. And it's got some great documentaries about, deleted scenes, about Ed Gein, stuff about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Just loaded with stuff. It's awesome. I absolutely recommend it. In fact, anyone out there who's thinking of buying the remake, buy this version. Even if it's a little bit more money, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it, and what it gives you. It's so much better than a standard version. This has got so much more to it. It's absolutely worth the money. So definitely. And of course, Texas Chainsaw Beginning, cool flick. It's a good story how it began. It's a good scary movie. I like this one. So anyways, this is the Gunslinger saying that I will probably put up my next post, episode 4, possibly in October sometime. I don't know. Maybe November. Who knows? Whenever I get some more horror films. It's kind of sporadic like that. But this is the Gunslinger saying good night and try to enjoy the daylight.